Yo, what's happening? What's up? I want to talk about a couple of incidents that's going on, man. Yo, I knew it. I predicted this shit, bro. This is going on, man. Yo, I knew it. Sorry about that. But like a couple of months ago, I think like a few months ago, I called out some of these Asian cats on here about the hypocrisy about this whole, stop the Asian hate because it's not that I was against them and I supported that, but it seemed like the media, the narrative of the media was pointing the finger at black society. And it seemed like members within the Asian community, it seemed like they was pointing the finger at black society as well. Some of them was keeping in the book, saying, yo, it's right, white supremacy and stuff like that. But unfortunately, many of them was pointing the finger at black society. Yo, it's been a couple of incidents that happened. Apparently, there's just some Chinese dude, some one of the roommates, dad just came in with all the smoke, getting on this black kid. Someone said that he might be Mexican, but he might be a black kid, but he might just be mixed. But dude had all the smoke. He was telling this college college adult man. He's like 19 or 20, some around there. But that Chinese man came in there with all the smoke, talking about, do you understand English and stuff like that? And the guy responded by saying no. Obviously, he was trolling. And then the Chinese guy was like, I'm from Hong Kong. I speak English, and you need to go back to your country and all that. I'm like, wow. This dude's basically speaking broken Chinese English. I mean, he sound like a stereotypical Chinese dude talking that shit to a person who's most likely born in that country. He might have been a black dude, but we've been in this country for generations and generations. Like, how you gonna tell us that we need to go back to our country? Like, what the hell? And he's an immigrant. Right? Some of these cats think they better than us. And the young man, he handled himself pretty well. Some people try to say that he was scared, but he really wasn't scared. He was just calm, and he had a lot more to lose. He probably would have got kicked out if he was fighting, inside the campus. Because I used to be in a college before. They don't really tolerate that. You fighting while you in the campus and stuff. He was trying to press that young man to fight him. I don't know, bro. If it was me, bro, he would have caught the fade, bro. Like, he would have caught these hands. I would have gave him that chunk, that wing chun, a mutai kick or something. Bro, I've been telling people, bro. Like, ever since this crime bill, these guys they're gonna start being bold now. And I can't take a lot of these cats serious. I'm not talking about everybody, but the ones that always had an anti-black sentiment, they're gonna hide behind this crime bill, and they're gonna try to find any type of excuse to get at somebody, even though it really wasn't about that. This whole thing about this guy is not wearing a mask. Like, the young man wasn't wearing a mask, so that Chinese dude, he used that as a type of shield, an excuse to that to do. At the end of the day, it really had nothing to do with the mask. Yeah, yeah, man. What's up, Orlando G? And you probably telling the truth. You ain't really lying. Some of these dudes have a problem with Afro men, and I noticed that a lot of these. I noticed the patterns that they gonna pull up on the women, children, and young adults, meaning from 18 to like 2021. They targeting young. They're not gonna target somebody who's like 25 and up because they're getting their ass. I wish a mofo would come at me with all them problems. Somebody gonna get that work. I would have knocked this dude the hell. I don't give a damn about the crime bill. Cats getting bold, man. And then another incident happened a couple weeks ago. I just didn't talk about because some people was talking about it. Not enough people was. But there was this Chinese lady, I think from China. She was indoctrinating her little Chinese daughter to basically discriminate and hate black people. It seems like she may have fell for the propaganda because this is what I'm talking about though, the propaganda. This is why I've been making these videos because the media propaganda, it goes, it's not exclusive in this country. It gets perpetuated in other countries and other societies. And people see those negative images and they start looking at us greasy. She must have saw some of these negative propaganda, media propaganda in America about the whole, anti-Asian stuff, right? Obviously, because people in Korea was talking about it in Japan. Yeah, there's a YouTube channel called Asian Boss where he interviewed people, they thoughts about what's going on in America about the whole coronavirus thing. People getting attacked and discriminated against, even people in the Philippines said something. I gotta get a shout out to Bit Boss. No, not Bit Boss. Well, Calvin. His name is Calvin. His YouTube name is Sunshine Shoulders. Oh, the block is hot in California. Rolando G. You said some of them Asians be looking at people with a side eye. Okay. I get back to what I was saying. But like the negative images that's in the media in America, a lot of people outside America see these images and they get indoctrinated. Oh, it's Asian men be looking at you sideways. I'm not surprised because some of them get upset when they females get with Chad, and I know it. They ain't trying to see them get with Jamal, Daquan on the block or Stefan. Everyday Stefan. You live in Northern California. That's what's up, Orlando. But that Chinese lady probably saw these negative images in the media. They nitpick these isolated incidents that happen to have black people in it, right? And they was only showing those videos. They didn't show the other videos where there's other people who don't look like us A lot of these tats are coming from white folk and other non-blacks. Majority of them are, but they only nitpick the videos with some of the black folks in it. And then even then, you can't prove that any of those videos, I mean, excuse me, any of those incidents are anti-hate crimes. Some of those crimes were like mental. Some the people had mental issues. Some of them were like homeless, and some of them weren't even Black Americans. Some were like foreigners and Africans. And then the other situations were basically heated situations where both parties got into it with each other. In the media, they don't tell you the other side. They just try to create a narrative. That black guy that pushed that old Asian person, first of all, he didn't even know the guy was Asian because the Asian guy was covered up, and then he had mental issues. And then that wasn't his first rodeo. He actually pushed some other people before. But the media didn't say that because they're trying to perpetuate a narrative. I noticed that if you pay attention, the media did a complete 180 on the narrative. It's like they pull a reverse Uno card on the narrative. At first, it was like Americans have an issue with Asian Americans because of the coronavirus. Now they're trying to say that the reason why you got a lot of these anti-Asian hate crimes and these attacks is because the whole tension between the Asian community and Black society. So apparently they're trying to say that all these attacks, like these dozens of attacks, these hundreds of attacks, they're just all Black people. Nobody else. It's just all Black people, or most of them are coming from Black people. Like what? That don't even make any sense. That's cap. And the data proves it wrong. The data says that that's not even true. Because 76% of those attacks are from white people, that so-called Aryan Nation. And the other 24% are actually from other groups of people. Yeah, there's some Black people in there, but even with that 24%, that's still a low number considered that you have to divide that 24% into other percentages with other groups of people. So Black people don't even pull a dent in these so-called anti-Asian attacks. And then the data actually shows that Black people was also suffering hate crimes during and post COVID, 3 to 4 times more likely than Asian Americans. And then we got this whole narrative that, oh, it's the Black people, blame the Black people. And I ain't got nothing against Asians, but yo, man, this is cap. People gonna have to start lying on us. Even Asians who does the data and stuff, they even debunking this narrative. And we don't even got to use data, bro. We don't have to use it. We can just use common sense. But I'll get into that later on. Asian, we had all the damn smoke. And I'll guarantee you, this would not have happened if that crime bill didn't get passed. A lot of these cats would not be this bold before that crime bill. Now that crime bill, people being bold. I knew this was going to happen. they're not going to be bold against a grown ass man. They're going to target the youth and the women. Damn, a damn 8-year-old, a 6, 7, 8-year-old kid, black kid just got shot by a Vietnamese dude a couple months ago. Damn, he missed by an inch. If he didn't miss by an inch, the kid would have been dead. And then the dude bail was like $10K. Then they had to put the guy back in jail, raise his bail because people complained about it. And I'm hearing somebody say, well, a couple people say in the comment section one of these videos that they're trying to insist that black people are a protected race or a protected group. Like how? And some of you guys can do crime against our kids, and then you only get like a 10,000 K in bail, and that's it. And I can't stand that dude, Steven Crowder, bro. I can't stand him, bro. I wish somebody would pull up on this dude and give him like a 2-piece combo or something. This dude got it out for black people. He's perpetuating this narrative. He's talking about when Asians strike back, because he got a video talking about the video. And there was another incident. Oh yeah, there was another incident. A new video today when this white man was calling this Asian all types of rice, all types of G words and stuff. He got into it with him. This shit is not getting reported in the news, but bro, if there was a black dude who was saying all this, doing the most, Juju Chain would have been all over this. And that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like when it comes to these Aryans, these dudes, bro, no smoke at all. The media don't report that shit. I ain't gonna lie, I laughed my ass off watching this video, and I'll let y'all watch it. I mean, I'll let y'all hear it.
Sir, what did you say? I'm on a video. You want me to call the police? You see something? Fuck you, fucking bitch. Oh, yeah. Let me get a license plate.
It's just a 3-minute video, guys.
Yeah. You get the fuck out. Keep walking. Keep walking. Let's go. Let's go, bitch. You gonna fucking call me go back to our own fucking country? I'm going here, motherfucker. Oh, bitch. Yeah. Why don't you go back to your fucking country? Yeah, you fucking aboriginal. You an aboriginal. Hey, man, we're trying to get fucking. What do we do? What are we doing here? What are we fucking doing here? I don't know what you doing. Yeah, what the fuck? You talking all this shit that you fucking own this place? Yeah, it's my fucking country. Yeah, oh yeah, yours. Where the fuck is your shit property, fool? You fucking racist. What the fuck? Who? Fuck you guys. Yeah, exactly. I got your license plate, sir. You can't fucking talk. Fucking touch me. I ain't fucking you. Touch me. You touch me first, give me reason to fucking kill you. Good. You touch me first, give me reason to fucking kill you. Exactly. Get the fuck out of here. Get up off me. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking bitch. Fucking piece of shit. Fucking Chinese. Fucking Asian. Chinese. Chinese. Yeah, you Chinese. Yeah, you fucking. So what? Do something. I ain't going to. Why should I do something? I didn't do anything to you. What did you got to get? You're the one that fucking opened your mouth over there, motherfucker. Hey, I thought what coworker told me what the fuck. I don't give a fuck what. My coworker told me what you said. You tell that fucking bitch to get the fuck out of my way. We're on the way. We're in the fucking parking lot. Oh, fucking asshole. Come on, keep following me. Bitch. Keep following me, you fucking bitch. Suck a dick. Suck a dick. I'll stick you in a fucking hole where you belong. Suck a dick and get the fuck out of here. I'll put you in a fucking hole. That's right. I'm waiting, motherfucker! I ain't touching you! You touch me first, this nigga's gonna fucking kill you right now. I'll fucking take you. Do it! Do it! In a heartbeat, do it! You fucking talk shit. Piece of shit. Ugly looking motherfucker. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Go eat your fucking rice. Go eat your fucking rice, you piece of shit. Yeah, I got my license plate. Yeah.
Oh, let me go back, bro.
Do it! Do it! Do it! Why you fucking talk shit? Piece of shit. Ugly looking motherfucker. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Go eat your fucking rice. Go eat some fucking rice, you piece of shit. Fuck you, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, I got a license plate, idiot.
Take the license plate.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck
Yeah.
you fucking move.
He said, "Go eat your rice." Damn, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is the first time I seen an Asian dude pull up like that on a white dude.
Where the fuck is the fucking country, man?
I give him kudos in for doing that.
You fucking Kevin. Fuck you, Bo. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. Get your Corolla shit. Motherfucker. I'll put you where you belong. Do it. Here. I can't beat you already. Fucking talk my shit.
Damn, bro. He's still talking that shit. Now, they getting what we get, bro. This is the same shit we got to deal with. I give the Asian dude kudos for having the nerve to pull up and give him the smoke. They think about us more than than we think about them. The only time we think about some Asians is when it comes to some food, some hair, a feet nail done, or occasionally some pussy. But that's pretty much it. Or some anime and some kung fu. But Juju Chain really trying to report this. Day and Day Kim ain't got nothing. And I look at the comment section on that video. It was only like a few people there, and no one really called this dude out. I look at videos that happen to have a black person in it when it comes to a situation with an Asian person, right? I look at the comment section. Mad racial undertones, my guy. All the N-word, all the chicken watermelon, all the anti-black sentiments under the comment section of these videos. Yo, if you didn't know, like if I didn't know a lot of these people were Asian, I would think that they were just a bunch of white supremacists. No cap. People trying to say we're the real racists, and then people trying to say that we're racist against white people. We hate white people too. I've seen a comment like that, and a lot of these people still caping for the Miracle Whip team. I know, right? He said, "Go eat your rice." Damn, I almost died after that. I give kudos to the Asian dude. He was ready. He was ready for war if that man would have touched him. Because I've seen a couple of other videos when Asian person sticks up for themselves, but they act like they don't want to do it when it comes to Chad and Zaddy. and Bottle Shop Brad do, bro. They act like they don't want to do it. You know, everybody has a breaking point, but still. But a lot of racial undertones and stuff. And then when you do a compare and contrast, look at the videos where there's like a white person, an Aryan, doing something to them, or a non-black person. Yeah, there's some people calling out, but the tone is completely different. There's no racial undertones under the other videos and stuff. You don't hear all the white peoples of this, the white people of that. When you look at the videos with the black people in it, all the people in the comment section saying the black people are this and that, all the racial undertones, it's crazy, man. I'm not trying to paint everybody with a broad brush, but some of these cats want war. It's like some of these cats want war. Like we're not going out here, we're not going out our way to F with these people. Like we don't even think about them like that. We don't even rock with each other like that. Black people and Asian people don't really rock with each other like that, especially socially. Like we're not part of each other's cliques like that. We don't even roll with each other. We don't be kicking it with each other like that socially. A lot of the Asians they click with each other. They stay to themselves, or they're around the Aryan nation for the most part. Yeah, bro. But I'm not trying to say every white person like that. I'm not. But yo, if you compare and contrast, yo, they be the ones be bugging, bro. They be bugging on everybody. But socially, we don't really rock with each other like that. Black people and Asians. Who else? Economically, we don't really rock with each other like that. Well, we do, but it's just one sided. Black people are always spending money with Asian folk, but they don't spend money with us. They don't break bread with us. They don't support our business. They don't even hire us on their jobs. They don't even try to network with us unless you just got money like that. If you got a maid like that, they might try to work with you, do business with you. But if you an average person or you trying to be on the come ups, they ain't really gonna rock with you like that when it comes to economics. No, that's not me. This is just a random picture I use as a profile pic. What else? Economically, socially, schools. Like we're not even in the same schools. Like it, I talk to a lot of black people, and they don't even mention Asian people. Like they don't be seeing Asian people in their school like that. And if they do, let's keep it a buck. Like the Asian kids, they're not hanging with the black kids. They're staying to themselves, or they're hanging with all the other white kids, or occasionally like some of the Hispanic kids. What else? School, religion. We don't rock with each other like that when it comes to religion. We're not even in the same churches. They rock. They stand. They stay to themselves. They in their own churches, or they might be in some churches with some white folks. Uh, What else? Um, living around each other. We don't even live with each other. We don't live around each other like that. Now they talking about solidarity. They want a people of color coalition, but yet a lot of these cats they don't live near us, and we can't live in their neighborhoods because they just push us out, or if we move in a diverse neighborhood where there's a lot of them there, they'll try to move out, especially if white folks start moving out, they'll follow them. Um, Intimacy wise, we don't really rock with each other like that. Let's just keep it a buck. It's a small market, but compared to other markets, we don't really rock with each other like that. Some of these cats actually believe in the hype that we actually going against them. Like they can't even prove collectively or historically that we have any type of anti-Asian sentiments against them. As a matter of fact, they really can't prove it culturally. Like that's not even inside our culture. Like everybody's literally invited to the cookout. They can come to the cookout right now, and it wouldn't even be a problem. Jinsu come to the cookout right now, and people wouldn't even have a problem with it. Or Keisha can invite Mayuko to the crib, have a sleepover, and it wouldn't even be an issue. But let it be the other way around. Going to be all types of issues, bro. I'm not saying everybody's that way, but let's keep it a buck. And I'm make a couple more points before I end the video. I got a feeling that there's gonna be a few more incidents. We damn near almost had a Asian Zimmerman. It's gonna get to the part where cats are gonna start coming out and start talking reckless, not just pulling up on black folk, but talking reckless about black folk. Maybe a part of me don't want that to happen because I don't have a problem with a lot of these cats. I don't have a problem. And the other part of me is like, maybe this should happen. Maybe this piss black folks off. Because if we wanted to, like, if they trying to go to war with us, we can shut a lot of they shit down right now. If we just stop fucking with them economically. Like we don't gotta put our hands on them. We can just not support them. Then they gotta get money off of us and then point the finger at us and not call out the other side. Y'all just skip over all these people. I remember when the whole Stop Asian Hate thing narrative was out, and then a lot of Asian folk had all the smoke for black people talking about why we're being silent as if we're obligated to speak out. Like, speak for yourself, stand up for yourself. It's like they skip over all these other people, like the white folk, Hispanic, Middle Eastern, Irish, etc., etc. They skipped over all these people just to have something to say about black folk. And then they talking about we marched for George Floyd, and really a lot of these people didn't necessarily care about George Floyd because there's this argument that a lot of people came out in protest for George Floyd is because a lot of people got tired of being stuck in the house, so they used that as an excuse to come outside. And then even if they want to make that argument, it's not like a lot of Asian folk collectively came out and drove. Like at least 50% of their population came out, and they really didn't. It was just a handful of them that came out. And even if they want to make that case again, damn, George Floyd, one person. What about Trayvon Martin and all these other people who got did wrong by these race soldier or these race soldier vigilantes? The whole country was divided when it came to Trayvon. And I bet a lot of Asian folks sided with white folks over Trayvon. And I think a lot of I think a good reason why some of them claim they stood up for Black Lives Matter. I think half of them they did that because everybody else was doing it. If they just didn't say anything, people would have looked at them with the side eye. So they had no choice but to come out and say something and stand in support of George Floyd. And again, like they were silent for the past 8, 7 years. Like you don't get a trophy just because you came out one time. And then some of them try to throw Black Lives Matter under the bus just just to uplift their own plight. Well, if dudes Black Lives Matter, y'all be paying attention. And I don't even like Black Lives Matter. I just agree with the slogan. I agree with the premise of Black Lives Matter, not the organization. But it's like, damn, why y'all have to throw another people's plate under the bus just because you mad nobody's paying attention to your plate? That sounds like a personal problem. That's not our problem. That's your problem. It's like, damn, what y'all expect? You should expect this, that no one's gonna really care like that. Y'all stood silent for decades with your head down and your mouth shut and your tails tucked between your legs and said nothing. Now that y'all got slings and arrows thrown at y'all, now you want to get all angry and say something. And I'm not saying you shouldn't, but damn, it's like you Johnny come lately. Y'all should have been stood up for yourselves, man. And the real reason why black folks get so much attention because we've been putting in the work for hundreds of years in this country, including during Jim Crow. Black folk always made their voice known. So like, I don't know what some of these guys talking about. And then it's getting to the point where there's other so-called people of color get mad at black people because we're not putting on our people of color utility belts and wearing our people of color capes and trying to save everybody. Black folks have become a little bit more tribal, a little bit more selfish. A lot of black folks wasn't caping for these immigrants. The Haitian immigrants. A lot of black people were starting to say F all that. Because a lot of these groups don't have our best interests. They just want to be able to use us when it's convenient. As soon as they get they want, just toss it aside like a side chick. Black folks get treated like a side chick in this country. And folks feel some type of way about that. I seen a video on TikTok about some Middle East, some based Middle East female talking about that black people, we only talk about, people of color union when it's convenient. Oh, I think you got it in reverse. We're too busy trying to get things done for ourselves. We're black people in this black society. I'm not even gonna say we. I'm just used to saying that. Hey, what up, Cortez? I'm just about to end this in a few more minutes. I was talking about these couple of situations with some of these Asian cats, bro. We had a situation a couple of weeks ago. Chinese woman trying to indoctrinate her Chinese daughter to hate black people and discriminate against black people. And you know what? I think it'll be hilarious when she gets older. She just fall in love with a black dude. Like that would be so freaking hilarious. That'll be the ultimate middle finger, in my opinion. And then some Chinese dude, well, the father of one of those roommates, came in and gave some black dude, 19 years old, I think, gave him all the smoke for no reason, just because he didn't have a mask on. And it really wasn't about the mask. He probably fell for the propaganda because he had all that smoke. He talking about, do you understand English? I'm from Hong Kong, I speak English. I think you need to go back to your country. He was telling this black dude to go back to his country. And I predict there's going to be more incidents, and then it's going to get to the point where, black folks are going to get pissed off, and then they're just going to protest these guys, boycott them. That's been a long time coming, a long thing coming. A lot of these folks need to learn how to respect people. They're not going to disrespect us. They're talking about a coalition, bro. Ain't no damn coalition. Cause many of these cats, they fight against the same power structure that many black folks claim they're trying to fight against. I'm just gonna let these. I'm just gonna warn these cats, like the Aryan Nation, bro. They not gonna have y'all back. They don't like y'all either. They can't stand y'all. Y'all ain't one of them. Like some of you guys believe in the hype of this minority. Some of y'all think if y'all throw black folks under the bus, that you're gonna get accepted, or you just take everything on the chin from this from the Aryan Nation. You'll get accepted because y'all be around a social circles. Some of y'all be talking grease about black folks, doing all the N-word jokes, spear chuckles, and all that. As soon as you by yourself with it's like from what I heard, it's like some of these Asian cats that be inside these social circles with some of these Aryan cats. They go a lot harder on black folks than the Aryan folks. And then the Aryan folks, they start showing them some of that white supremacy. They start unleashing it on them. Call them all types of booty heads, red dots, ching chongs, and rice pickers, chopstick holders, all that. I'm trying to tell you, the block is gonna get hot soon. And when they get the business, those Aryan nations, they might defend them a little bit, but when the block gets too hot, they're gonna back off and leave them hanging to the wolves. I'm just gonna let a lot of these people know what the deal is. Like they do not want smoke with black society. because they can't put their business in white society. They're not even gonna allow that. But it's getting late, and I'm about to leave. I just want to talk about this. I actually made this longer than I expected. I wanted to be on here for at least like 12, 15 minutes, but I'm over double. And I want to give peace to everybody. And I want to talk about Kevin Samuels and what I think is going to happen again. I think there's going to be another war, round two. There's going to be a round two war on the Passport Bros. There's going to be another war. I'll talk about that in the live stream in the future. But peace.